To get started on Uplevelit as a pro or premium user, click Become a Creator. It'll take you to the Create Account screen. Follow the prompts by clicking Creator, uploading a photo, and entering in your additional information. Welcome in. Just as you would the free tier, you'll see your onboarding screen. What we're going to want to do here is come down to Upgrade Package, and then upgrade the package that we currently have. We have our Pro package, and we have our Premium package, and you can either subscribe to that yearly or monthly. So say I want to subscribe to the Pro package, hit the button there, and it's going to take me to Stripe for checkout. After completing checkout, you will now see that there is a green active sign on the package for Pro. If I go back to my dashboard, you can see the dashboard looks a little bit different. There's additional steps that need to be. After I go back to my dashboard, you'll see that there's additional steps that need to be completed. Let's start with completing the verification. Verification is all handled through Stripe. None of the information is stored in the system. So we have two different steps here. We have the identity verification and the tax information. Once completed, we'll see that that is pending. Next, we want to enter in the tax information. Again, this is all handled through Stripe. None of the information is stored in the system. Next, let's continue with the onboarding. Here, we can fill out our profile settings. You're going to be asked for an email, your first, your last name, put in a bio, and fill out additional relevant information about yourself. And make sure to save your changes. Make sure to click Update Your Time Zone. And then we can continue on filling out additional information. If we would like to create an introduction video, we can do that here. Add our social links. We've already updated our package and our plan. We've already done our verification. So let's simply go back to the dashboard here and continue on. Next, we're going to want to set up our sessions just like we did in the free. Very simple. Come in, enter the relevant information, choose the time and dates or multiple times and dates that you want to be able to create the session for, and then click Create Session. After creating our sessions, we see the additional pieces that the Pro package offers. Next, let's go down to the bottom. This is where you'll be able to create content and resources that you can either share out as free or as part of a subscription or course. Let's create our first resource. So say I would like to create a piece of content about healthy morning habits. I can come in here, enter my information into my resource. I can either click that it will be part of a bundle, or I can mark it as free. So let's mark this one as free. Posting something for free allows users to be able to see your content and will attract more users to your page. If we would like to create a paid resource, one of the things we're going to want to do is to create a tier. To do that, click Create Your First Tier. Let's call it Basic. We're going to say this starts at $9.99 a month. Description, this is going to be content and resources. So now this tier would only involve a subscription to the various content and resources that I put out, and this would be in addition to the free resources that I put out. So coming down here, you can see that there's multiple different things that I'm going to want to check off or not check off. Since this is just a basic that only offers content and resources, I wouldn't have any one-on-one sessions or group sessions. I can put yes to the content. I can decide if I would like to add any paid questions to it. For this one, I'm not going to. I'm not going to offer any email support, but I am going to have it as part of an active tier. So let's go ahead and create that tier. And you can see that I have a basic tier there that is only for content. I can create a second tier, and in the second tier, we can call this Pro. And let's say this starts out at $39.99 a month. And this is going to be for mentoring and coaching. And we're going to want to offer how many sessions for that month. So let's say that we offer them 3 sessions, and then they can join one group session. We will give them content access and paid questions. But we notice one thing that we have here is we have to set a price yet for our paid questions. So we'll go ahead and create this tier and then update that in a minute. And so we can see the 2 different tiers both being active. Now let's go back to our dashboard and update our paid questions. To be able to offer questions, you do have to set a price for the questions. So we'll go down to the dashboard, click questions, and we'll set a price. I recommend starting low, as questions are a way for users to be able to pick your brain. So maybe I don't really want to spend a full mentoring or coaching session with this person. Maybe I want to start by just asking them a couple of questions first. So let's just say we're going to offer $5 for our paid question. Click save. We can see that we have our set price there. We can always come back in and edit the price later if we like. Now, if we go back to our subscriptions, we can go in and edit our pro subscription. And now we see that there's a content available. And we say that, okay, great. As part of this package, you get 2 paid questions a month. Update that tier. And we can see that that is updated correctly. The one thing that we haven't spoken about is courses. Courses are a way for you to train on specific skills or topics. So these can be either a single day course or can be a multiple day course. You also have the capability, you can set up course just like a subscription. The difference being is the course is a one-time fee versus a subscription is a recurring fee. So come up here and click create course. Now, if we'd like to get started creating a course, they allow you to be able to choose a course, enter a description in, enter how many days it is, pick a start date, how many participants you want part of the course, a price, and additional information. We also have the capability, as I mentioned, to be able to put paid questions and content resources as part of this course that a user can get access to. And this can be different than the paid content from your subscription. So if we come in here and we enter the information, we can put some banners in, we can put a description in, enter the days, pick a start date, say we want to have 10 participants, and that for this, we're charging $89.99 for the course. We can add tags to this so that users can find it or search for it and talk about what you will learn. And let's go ahead and put a couple questions as part of it. Next, we'll want to go in and put in the various different chapters. And we can add as many chapters as we like and edit the additional info for each one of those chapters, as well as putting in some videos, some audios, some text and files and things so that as users complete these chapters, they can go back and look at what they learned before the next set. And once we're into course, we can fill out the information for the chapter. I put the slide deck in that I used. I can add another chapter if I like, or I can simply go forward. Next, we move to session setup. So we're going to want to come in here, enter the title. This is Sales 101, Group Lesson 1, description. We're going to link chapter 1 to it. And we're going to want to set it up so that this is a one-time. We're going to say that the one time everyone has to join starts on the 30th, and that is at 5 p.m. Okay, so we add that session there. Now, if there's additional sessions, such as the day 2 training session, I can set that. But then you want to offer training or coaching or mentoring to see how your users are progressing with the information that you gave them. You have the capability, you can set up your availability for one-on-ones. If I would like to set up one-on-one sessions, I enter in the information, I put a description in, again, linking it to chapter 1. We're going to say that these are one time, but We're going to say that these are recurring times for coaching that I have available, and say that they start on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and say we'll have one at 5 p.m. Now, once complete, you can see that there's multiple different days. Some of them are group sessions, some of them are one-on-one sessions, and I can create these all along with my course. And I can go in and publish the course information there. So we see our sales training starting at $89.99. Now, if we go back to our dashboard, we can see that we've gone through adding a subscription tier, adding in contents and resources, setting a question price, and building a course. Let us know what questions you have, and happy building.